Hey everybody, Dave here, head of customer success from CX Experts, helping companies around the world get the most out of Zendesk. Now, today's video is about back-end system integration, which sounds very, very fancy. I'm not a developer, I'm not a coder, but I am a big Zendesk fan. And this integration that I want to chat about today speaks into one of our core beliefs that everything that your agent needs to handle the query in front of them should sit in a single pane of glass. We are no longer in need of things like second, third, fourth screens. Uh, you don't need to have a flight simulator set up to do the work that you need to do. You shouldn't have to navigate outside of the single pane of glass or into another software or window to get the help that you need, to get the information or to interact with your backend system. So what I want to quickly show you is what's possible in Zendesk. And our team have been experimenting with this over the past couple of months, and I think we've gotten really, really good at it. Excuse me, in integrating with backend systems. So I want to show you 3 apps that we've created to show you what we can do here. The first one is for a fictitious company of ours called Lemon Electrics. And what we're doing here is we're basically looking up an order. So this is an e-commerce company that sells lemon branded goods. And I want to look up a specific order from this fictitious client in front of me. So I can search for an order number, search for the information, and have all the information that I need as a agent servicing an e-commerce customer. I can see things like contents of the order date, delivery date, total price, the order status. I can see the shipping info. I can see the banking info, and this is all pulling from a back-end system and visible to the agent. Now, this is just showing information for now. But we can put buttons on here that can also interact with your backend. Like, for example, let's refund an order. We can send an instruction to your backend to process a credit note or a credit memo or refund that order in whichever way. We can do things like cancel the order, track the order, send the tracking info, which will automatically put it into a comment inside the ticket. As soon as we click that, it'll send in the tracking details, so we don't need to find that and link that and go through all those steps unnecessarily. And then we can also check on the refund status, escalate to a planned payment partner. The possibilities here really are endless. So not only are we surfacing information, and in this case, by the way, we are surfacing the information from a Google Sheet to replace a backend. So it doesn't matter what your backend is, whether it's Shopify or Magento, any CRM or backend that you have, we can pull information and we can interact with it as well using APIs. So that's definitely possible and something that you should be thinking about or considering if you currently have or are looking into Zendesk as a solution for your business. We've also here, for example, created a Weibull tracking app for a logistics company that we created called CX Logistics. We're putting the Weibull in, clicking search. It's reaching into your backend and it's showing you, here's all the details you need to know about this specific Weibull. And it's right here at the agent's fingertips. They can copy paste, or we can put in buttons like we did for the Lemon Electrics one to interact with either the ticket or your backend or both. We can also look up information using an ID number of a specific client or customer and really show them what it is that they need to know, what it is that they need to use in order to service this query quickly, efficiently, and in a way that results in a good satisfaction rating. Now, these are just 3 examples of ones that we created pretty quickly using Google Sheets as a as a CRM, as a backend. But as long as the APIs exist, then we can connect with your backend and really focus on giving the agent everything they need to service the query that is in front of them and not rely on navigating outside of the single pane of glass to get the information or to perform the functions that they need to do. Now, I personally have worked at an e-commerce provider in South Africa where we leverage this widget or this app really, really effectively to process refunds, to see all relevant information, and to link into pages or URLs that have more information should we need it. Now, this is all relatively simple to do for our development team as long as we have access or you can provide us access. And it's all built on the Zendesk application framework, which, again, I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, but I have been told that this is really easy to work with and forms a nice foundation for anyone in your team looking to build one of these yourselves. But like I said, we do build these, we have them available, and we can make them look however we want them to look and do whatever we want them to do. So really, The only limiting factor, as it is in most cases with the Zendesk configuration, is your imagination. So, what are you waiting for? Integrate today. Give your agents the tools they need to be the very best that they can be at servicing your customers. If you'd like to know more, reach out to us at info@cxexperts.co.za. We'd love to help. We'd love to build an app for you. We would love to really empower your agents, like I said, to have everything they need to do the job that we want them and need them to do.